What is good, y'all? Mikey T, the movie star here. Let me just make sure my audio is situated. Let me make sure my audio is good for the live stream. Definitely appreciate everybody tapping in. Wanted to come on and give my reaction to Fat Joe sending out a plea to the LA Goons in regard to what happened to PnB Rock. That is what I wanted to talk about today, you guys. Definitely appreciate everybody tapping in. Make sure you hit that like button on the tap in. You already know what to do. Hit the like button, drop a comment. Let me know how you're feeling. I'm the host. You are watching the Mikey T, the movie star podcast. Fat Joe sent out a message after what happened to PnB Rock that I want to go over with everybody today. Appreciate y'all for tapping in. As I said, we're going to get into the message momentarily. Everybody on here, I want you to follow me on social media. If you're watching this video, you'll find the link to follow me on social media in the description. If you're watching right now, I'm going to post it live. Definitely appreciate whoever follows me back on social media. We got a serious topic to speak on today. Rest in peace. Prayers up. PnB Rock, one of the realest to ever do it, one of the most dynamic to ever do it. There's not something you could say about PnB Rock that wasn't real. You know what I mean? I watched this guy come into the game, get out of jail, sign with a major, Atlantic Records, you guys. We all watched his career, man, and it's definitely a loss for us all. So much that the outcry has been massive from the fans, from his colleagues in the industry, you guys. So I wanted to go over what Fat Joe said. Fat Joe said, I want to be clear about this. Joe said, I want to be clear about this. I'm not mad at you robbing people. You won. You got it. I'm mad at you people. I'm going to keep it real. When you make that choice to an unarmed person, after you rob them, you are an evil person. You're mad at your life and you're an evil person. You know what I mean? And in my opinion, he's right. It's foul to take the chain and still pop the man. That's what Fat Joe is saying here, you guys. Excuse me for censoring it a little bit. Fat Joe using some he's not holding back whatsoever. Fat Joe is really upset about this ordeal, so much that he's pleading out to the LA Goons, all the LA Goons. So everybody needs to listen up, take notice. Fat Joe is speaking out, one of the iconic rappers from our generation. Fat Joe said, I seen the uproar. You shouldn't wear your jewelry. I was in LA and I'm watching the little girl on the news and they got her outside of Roscoes and she's saying you shouldn't post where you're at. I want to know, what's the crime in posting where you're at? What's the crime with being proud of yourself and wearing the jewelry? What's the crime in supporting Black-owned business? That's not the reason the man died. The reason the man died is because there's some guys out there that hate the world. And one of the reasons the man died is because you can't have anything nice around broke people. You're in the ghetto, the slums of America. You're the target. And guess what? Roscoe's isn't a classy restaurant. It's nothing to be broadcasted. It could have easily been done without. They didn't need to take a photo like that at Roscoe's. Like I said, Roscoe's is not a classy spot. It's not a 5-star rated place to be. You know what I mean? For you to be taking a photo. That's like me going to IHOP, which is another waffle spot, and saying, oh, Instagram has just got to see this blueberry pancake. Let me ask you something. Are people starving? You think we've never seen food before? What's up with all the food posting on Instagram? Instagram is to take photos of yourself. And it's not just him and his girlfriend. Newsflash. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to see your cheeseburger deluxe. I have a fridge full of food. Posting food it's not that cool. You know what I'm saying? It's not that cool to me, at least. Joe went on. He said, And they got him for no reason, because they could have took his jewelry and pistol whipped him. They didn't need to take that little girl's father. It is what it is. And you got to think that maybe he didn't give it up smooth. That's usually the reason that something's happening. They're trying to reach for something more than likely. Do you really think they wanted to make themselves hot boy? You know what I mean? Did that you think they wanted to make themselves hot boy? A robbery charge is much better than a homicide charge. If he gives it up, we good. But if he's not, if he's on some F boy shit, then we're not thinking twice. We need that. We don't know if he said F y'all. I ain't giving shit up. We don't know that. Fat Joe doesn't know that. It's easy to say criminals are foul. When's the last time you were broke, Fat Joe? Well, guess what? If you was, you'd be on Trinity Ave getting the next person coming out of the diner for their chain. Things change for the celebrities in the industry when they got money and then when they come back down. You know what I mean? I see rappers all the time. You see them, you're like, oh, how are they going to act when they come back down? And the money slows up. You're posting food like you've never seen food before. You know what I mean? These guys are posting food like they've never seen food for. Ooh. And then they're like, this dude has jewelry. They see it in the post. Oh, dude's got jewelry. I'm taking the jewelry and the waffles. Waitress, hammer in her face. You know what to do. Put the waffles in a to-go bag. So now you tag the person after you show the waffles. And then they click on that simply, you guys. It's just as simple as a click. Oh, boom, right there. She's with X, Y, and Z, whatever major rapper. So Fat Joe said, but we know how hard it is to get out of that situation and lift yourself up. And your life can be taken like that. And we only get one life. Fat Joe isn't a superhuman. This is why I come on here and talk transparent. So you do know that. So then why wear the jewels? Is it that important? Why taunt the wolves? It's like you're taunting them. You don't realize you're doing it, but it's exactly what you're doing. You should have left the jewels at home today. We can take pictures in the spot. You can wear jewels and take a bunch of photos. This is a free country. But at the end of the day, this is all based on your actions and how you move. So you could just you know what I mean? You could put a house on your neck, as they're saying. I understand what Fat Joe is saying. It's not illegal to do that. But in the back of your mind, you got to remember the repercussions that come with it. I'm going to IHOP. What do I need the chain for? Throw it in the safe. But now you're soft, right? You're soft for not wearing your jewelry. Stop worrying about looking rich. Be modest. Does Bill Gates wear jewelry? Shit, Kanye West is even off that shit. Let's be 100% real about this, you guys. Fat Joe said there's a thing they call you go to a place and check in. How about we check in ahead of time? How about the OGs who know these guys who are getting rappers, tell them ahead of time, stick them up, but don't get them. Every OG in the world, can y'all do that for me? Can you do this? Say stick him up. He ain't check in, but don't get him. Not in front of that black woman and that black baby in that restaurant, which is an iconic restaurant that I've been to 20, 30, 40 times. Listen to what Fat Joe is saying here. Look at the gravity of what Fat Joe, he is pleading. This needs to stop. This needs to stop. Everybody that tries to come up in the entertainment business, whether it's music, acting, sports, fashion, we all have dreams of going to California. And just because we want to step into a Roscoes and get some food, get some really good chicken, you know what I mean? We don't want to be targeted. We don't want to be targeted for coming to the beautiful state of California where dreams are made. But here's why that's not going to work. You know what I'm saying? You can pass that order down, but guess what? Oh, the OG sent the word. We can't murk nothing. So what are we supposed to do if they don't give it up? Walk away? The Jack boys, they're not going to walk away. Are you for real? You think we're just going to walk away? Leave it alone? No, 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 no. We're on that. We're on that. Something has got to happen. There's got to be something that happens, man. If you misbehave in jail, they put you in the hole. Fat Joe said, the chicken is the best in the world. Roscoe's chicken. And when you come to LA, the first thing you want is Roscoe's chicken. And I wisened up and I just tell them to bring it to the hotel. You know, as much as I respect that from Fat Joe, I really hope I don't catch a lot of criticism from this. I'm just going to be real here because we're talking about all this, the best chicken in the world shit. First of all, waffles are sweet. Chicken has sodium. The combination of the two, I can't eat them both at the same time. I'm getting either or. Why do I want syrup on my chicken? I'm getting one or the other. I'm not getting both. Your taste buds are like, what's going on? I'd rather get jerk chicken if I'm going to do all that. So that's your opinion. And everybody else in here can drop their opinions in the comment section. Mikey T, you're bugged out. Mikey T, I love waffles and chicken. Mikey T, you're fried. All that shit. You know what I mean? But I'm just talking my facts here. I'd rather do some jerk chicken if I'm going to do all that. You know what I'm saying? You know, and Fat Joe said it himself. He has it brought to him because he knows it's what it's like in there. He knows it's hot boy in those spots after being there 30, 40 times. So yeah, this is the statement from Fat Joe, you guys. I really respect it. Him coming out there using his clout, you know what I mean? Using his name to ask a very important question to the OGs of LA. Can this shit stop, man? If they're going to get him for the money, if they're going to do that whole extortion bit like was going on in the industry, if they're going to get him for the paper, the jewels, but let their lives go on. And I'm really happy that Fat Joe is pleading for the right thing here. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate y'all for tapping in on this live stream today. You already know what it is. Mikey T, the movie star here. I want everybody watching this to follow me on social media. If you're watching this on demand, you'll find the link in the description. I want you to follow me on social media. I'm going to give one more read of the full Fat Joe statement. Fat Joe said, I want to be clear about this. I'm not mad at you robbing people. You won. You got it. I'm mad at you, people. I'm going to keep it real. When you make that choice to take out an unarmed person after you rob them, you're an evil person. You're mad at your life and you're evil. I seen the uproar. You shouldn't wear your jewelry. I was in LA and I'm watching the little girl on the news and they got her outside at Roscoe's and she's saying you shouldn't post where you're at. I want to know what's the crime in posting where you're at? What's the crime with being proud of yourself and wearing the jewelry? What's the crime in supporting Black-owned business? That's not the reason the man died. The reason the man died is because there's some guys out there that hate the world. And they got him for no reason because they could have took his jewelry, pistol whipped him, and they didn't need to take that little girl's father. It is what it is. But we know how hard it is to get out of that situation and lift yourself up, and your life can be taken away just like that. We only get one life. Fat Joe isn't a superhuman. This is why I come on here and talk transparent. There's a thing they call you got to go to a place and check in. They call you to a place and check in. How about we check in ahead of time? How about the OGs who know these guys who are getting rappers, tell them ahead of time to stick them up? Every OG in the world. Can y'all do that for me? Can you do this? Can you say, stick him up? He ain't checking in, but don't take him out. Not in front of that black woman and that black baby in that restaurant, which is an iconic restaurant that I've been to 20, 30, 40 times. The chicken is the best in the world. Roscoe's chicken. And when you come to LA, the first thing you want is Roscoe's chicken. And I wisened up and I just tell them to get it to the hotel. Listen to those words from Fat Joe, you guys. Listen to those words, man. Fat Joe is definitely a trendsetter. He's definitely transparent. And that's one of the reasons he's lasted in the game for so many years. What, going on 30 plus years now? Fat Joe's been in the game. And this is why, you guys. You could see the growth in what he's saying here. And so I definitely appreciate everybody tapping in. Definitely appreciate everybody tapping in today. Stay tuned. I do have a video coming out for you later on tonight. Stay tuned. New Kid interview dropping tonight. Hope you all enjoyed this. Mikey T, the movie star. I'm out. Peace.